Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glassman here. You're watching the Glassman's World. And we've got some UFO sightings going on in the house over here. Check that out. Little mini UFO that I made. I don't even know when I made this thing. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome little, kind of like a carb cap. Probably use it for a carb cap, actually. Except it might get close to the fingers and get hot. But yeah, check that out. That is the spaceship, the spacecraft that was found, I believe, in Roswell, right? Looked just like that. Crash landed. So there you go. So yeah, I'm a glass artist ever since 1995. Been blowing glass for 28, almost 29 years now. This summer will be 29 years. And I've been making all kinds of cool UFOs and things. I created these way back in about like 99 or 2000. This is the original UFO pipe here by Gardeno Glass, exclusive. You know, just recently I saw Cookies came out with the disc-shaped piece and had the little bite taken out of it. I was like, oh, what? Someone actually made a disc? That's cool. So we're going to get started here today, guys. And we're just gonna blow glass. We're gonna make some glass, and we're gonna talk about all the stuff that's been going on with the Miami Mall, and all of that. So, let me just get everything all set up. We'll get this UFO set up somewhere here. Where should I put it? Should I put it on the torch? I'll put it somewhere where maybe people will notice it. Like it crash landed right there. Oh, it won't stay. It won't stay. Alright. So we're gonna set you guys up here. Let me just unscrew this real quick, and then we'll tighten it all up, get you guys set up. This is cool. I'll change your guys' angle all crazy. Oh, look at that. You guys can see the silk screen. Sorry. You can see the silk screen and all kinds of other stuff. Let me see if this is going to hold here. Why does it just drop back down? Hold on. I see what's going on. Okay. That's better. Alright, so we're going to get y'all into position here now. Welcome to Gardeno Glass Studios once again in the house here. So let's extend you guys out. Make sure that you guys have a really good view here. And we'll make sure that you guys can see pretty good here. Where's the torch tip? Is that the torch? Yeah, that's the torch. You know what? I'm going to actually bring you guys down just a little bit. Because that is something like that. There we go. That's a better setting right there. Alright, so bear with me. Sorry about all the movement. Hope you're not getting sick. Hope you don't have seasickness or any kind of anything like that. So let's see if I can get you guys set up right there. You can see the UFO crash landed right on the torch. Alright. So we're going to get started. I'm going to plug in my phone here. I don't know if that'll reach, will it? I have to plug it into another device here. Make sure that we don't lose the battery here. Let's get the torch turned on and ready to go. Did I bring anything to smoke? I don't know if I did. Huh. How would I not do that? That's crazy. Okay, do I have any USB ports on this side? Only this one? Okay. Alright, is that on? We're getting charged? Nope. Okay, I gotta turn on the computer. Alright. I gotta clean up this stuff here real quick. Gotta move the mini marble track. And I have no idea what we're gonna make today, guys. I haven't really thought about what we're making. I just wanted to blow glass since I know I need to, so I'm just gonna be making all kinds of random stuff today. I don't have any side jobs or any work to do besides this. We got the cool, I don't know if you guys got to see this, man. Little the tiny cookware, mini kitchen cookware, tiny kitchen cookware. I don't know what you call that stuff. Look at that. Measuring bowls, mixing bowls, graduated mixing bowls right there. All hand blown glass. These aren't made with molds like the ones that I've seen online. I actually went and checked it out online. Check that out, little quart pan. All Pyrex. These can go directly in the flame. I could probably put this in the flame and nothing would happen. That's crazy. Little frying pan. I don't know if anyone's seen this here. Alright, but let me turn on this computer here. We can read the comments and maybe even go into some of the videos and stuff here. Nice. Alright, let's get this on. And make sure we go to my channel here, The Glassman's World. Here, let me just show you where we're at here. So, just going to the channel here, The Glassman's World. And then we'll go into the live stream. So this is the channel here, The Glassman's World. You know, I was on a live stream just right now on, you know, how to promote your YouTube channel, how to get new subscribers, how to just make your channel a little bit better and this and that, get more traction and things. And so while I was on there, you know, we're having live discussions, and someone suggested to me that I should probably change my banner and have it more about what the Glassman's World is all about. So that's a good idea, and I should probably make a really nice banner. If this can be a movie banner that scrolls, that would be cool. But if not, I was thinking, you know, just having like a little photo of something, a little photo of something, a little photo, and just have like a bunch of little photos all clipped down on there. So that way people can see what the Glassman's World is all about, because it isn't just all about the drop of water anymore. You know, we were focused in on the drop of water and gifting out the water drops here to all water protectors from all over the world, thanking them for protecting the water, thanking them for dedicating their lives to clean drinking water for all, and basically just, you know, just letting them know that what they did or are doing, it's extremely important. And so that's what these water drops are all about. And someone suggested I should change the banner. And they're right, because no one even knows what those mean or what they're about. It has nothing to do with anything here that's going on at the Glassman's World. Right? So, with that being said, I need to put these away real quick. I'm moving all of my miniatures. Man, I got all these cool miniatures. Tiniest little UFO. Let me show you that. So I showed you the big UFO, right? So I showed you this one here. Oh, let's zoom out. So you've seen this one here, right? Really nice, beautiful. It had a good lighting over there, huh? It's like, let's zoom out. Let's just hold it like that. So check that out. That's pretty sweet how you can zoom in into there. Alright, and then look at this. The world's tiniest UFO. It fits right in there. Look at that. Look at how tiny that one is. That one can sit just right on top. Just like that. The tiny UFO on top of the other UFO. Try not to drop it. That looks cool. Alright, so yeah. So I'm putting away my little Chinese, my miniatures here. To make sure that they're all nice and safe. So we got a whole bunch of miniatures in here. All kinds of wine glasses, bottles, hookahs, smoking accessories, all kinds of cool little things. And we also have this whole entire set right here of the, got the mixing bowl, and we got all the pans, the fry pan, the saucepan, the mixing bowls, the measuring cup. So we got these also right here, which are really cool. So we're going to put these all away, put these aside here, so that way nothing happens to them. And all the other ones here that I have of my daughters. Okay, cool. So let's do this like this. Alright, so what do you guys want to talk about today? Because I simply want to talk about the Miami Mall, the footage, all that stuff going on, what's been happening. Do you guys believe that it's real or not real? So that's what, that's all I care about. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We're at 867 subscribers, all organic subscribers. None have never been purchased. All right, so let's get here to this this footage of a UFO, and we can get into the screen here, so then I can read your comments, and also we want to basically just blow glass right here anyway. So welcome back to the studio, and let's get started here. All right, so now I can read comments. If you guys show up and you guys start coming in, that's cool. If not, I don't know if there's anyone who's going to be coming in here from the last live stream that I was on, and we're talking about, how we can do this and that to up your YouTube and do what you can to make your YouTube channel good, and make the content viewable and all that. And so one of the most important things that I've found out, or I've come to learn, is even if I have no one watching, I basically need to be like, it's the way that I perform my guitar. If there's no one there to watch me play my guitar, that doesn't mean I'm not going to perform and not going to play it as well as I possibly can. There's a lot of times that I pick up the guitar just to perform for myself, and not anyone else is there watching what I'm doing or cares about what's going on, right? So that's how it's got to be when you're live. You basically got to pretend like, look, the whole world is watching, and so whether you have 1 or 1 million viewers, that's how you got to be. You just gotta keep the stream going. You got to make sure that you don't have any dead space, any dead spots, and yeah. So that's why we're gonna make this as entertaining as possible, as enjoyable as possible, while we're blowing glass here. So let's get started here. We always need to get our didymium safety glasses on. So let's put these on real quick. All right, I got my glasses on. And let's get started here. So speaking of aliens, so have you guys heard about the Miami Mall alien incident, which I'm now calling a staged event? I'm going to be the first one to just say it. I'm going to come out, a lot of people are talking about PSYOP this, PSYOP that. It's a staged event, and you guys, it is basically another distraction, a staged distraction. You know, is what that movie White Noise talked about. It spoke about that in the beginning, in the very beginning intro. You know, the teacher, the professor speaking it to his college students there. They're watching films on car crashes, and he's talking about why each each crash scene, um, one movie after the other, why they started to make them a little bit more um, impactful. Why people actually couldn't look away. And so that's exactly what this is. This is another event. It's an event that is happening. It's in our lives. They've figured out how to create these events to be distractions. Now, why am I saying that this is a staged event? We've seen several individuals with testimonies, you know. I personally have debunked all the footage. If anyone wants to debunk what I'm saying now, you're welcome to do so. But I personally have debunked all the footage from the Miami Mall aliens at this point. There's no one else who has done so like I have. I don't believe so. And I don't know. Besides, besides the footage, like the footage has just come from all these different places, from different events, different places from around the world, different times. Like it wasn't even around the same time, wasn't even within the same malls. You know, if you're looking at details, you understand the Bayside marketplace. That's outdoor. Outdoor, in the rain, you can't have tile floor. So any of the footage that's showing the mall, inside the mall, and it's showing tile, you know that that's not correct. You know that they have brick floor. So, with that being said, you can all just go and take a look now for yourself. And you don't have to worry about watching my footage. I don't care about getting the viewers, the viewership. I don't care about getting the subs. I'm not really here to try to like make YouTube my job. I got so many other things going on in my life that like it's I really don't want to get pulled away from too much stuff. But you know, if it actually started making enough money from gaining traction and I was able to like not have to do other side jobs and I could stay home and do this as another stay at home kind of job or something, then heck yeah, we're gonna do that. But later on, you know, but then that means I have to become an affiliate of YouTube and whatever company they are, and whether or not I want to actually work for them and get paid through them and this and that, you know, like all that. It's the reason why I never got monetized through the Twitch. Twitch.tv, I believe, you have to become an Amazon affiliate, right? And I was like, well, no, I don't really care. Like, all I want to do is just share things that I'm doing, making, this kind of stuff here. Let's see if this works. What happens if I cover that up? Does that work at all? Does it cover anything for you? I gotta wait. I'm watching the delay here on the video. Yeah, no, that doesn't cover anything. Sorry, that's how much of a delay it is. Like, yeah, no, it doesn't. These other ones, the pink didymiums do, but I don't know how to set these up on the camera here without them like falling and doing some weird stuff. Like, how would I can't click them on yet. I haven't figured out how to do it, but I know that these work here. I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's see that delay. We're just getting it up there now. Yeah, see, so with that, you can totally see through the flame. I really, really need to figure out how to just pop one of those lenses out and tape it onto my... just tape it, like whatever. That's how professional we are here at the Glassman's World. We don't need a big old production team and everything, you know. I've been doing TV production for a really long time, actually. Started working in 1997, I believe, at the local public access station here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, quote unquote, Channel 27. And, you know, we got to actually make a bunch of jellyfish. I might as well just get started making those. And so, yeah, quote unquote was a. Hold on, let me see what I. There it is. It was a local channel, and they allowed us to utilize their station. You know, it's public access, so anyone in the public could have access to their channel or to their equipment, to their whole entire, to everything. All you have to do is go in there and get certified, right? You take a, I don't know what it was, like a 4-hour course, 8-hour course, whatever it was. You get trained in, you either do 2 different trainings, and they were like, I don't know, like $50 each or whatever it was. I don't know how much it cost. But you would, you'd basically get trained in either field production or studio production. So either in-house productions or going out like into the public and doing field production, where then you're running your cameras away from the studio and capturing footage, then bringing it in and learning how to edit and things like that. Whereas in studio production was like learning about how to do the character generator, how to run the lighting, the cameras, you know, setting up lights, running cameras, setting up the whole entire set. What kind of props you got? You got to make your own props. You got to be a prop master. Like, we did all the stuff. So, and we had a team that did all this, and it was a weekly show that we would air, like, I don't know, I think it was like every Wednesday or something. Every Thursday we'd come on live at night. And so as soon as we were done live, we would take like one day off, and then we'd get right back into it, and we'd start talking about, it was called Hemp TV. And so we were talking about all kinds of stuff with the cannabis prohibition. And I was known as the Hemp Nut, DA Hemp Nut. And basically I was just crazy about hemp, and talking about how anyone could start to introduce it into their daily diet and utilize it for health, for protein, for medicine, because food is thy medicine. So I was teaching people about how to, like, you know, just real simple, how to, like, basically go get yourself some frozen waffles that were hemp. This is like some real simple basic stuff. How to go get yourself some hemp granola and add it into some cereal milk, you know, and you could add hemp milk if you wanted, or regular milk. So I was doing all this stuff a long time ago, and then we did a skit, or not a skit, but a section that was known as Marijuana News, and then we had one called The Local Dope, and that one was where we would go out to the public, and we would do live well, not live, we weren't ever live. We would do interviews in the public, you know, out in live public, and ask them questions about what they thought about prohibition and stuff. So yeah, I've been doing studio stuff for a long time, and nowadays, like, I just don't put that time and energy. It takes a lot of work, and I basically figure, you know what? Let's just go live. Let's just share it out live. You know, however it comes out, you know. When you go live and you record, it's basically, as a musician, we call it the truth. You know if you hit that note clean or not. Just go and listen to the truth. You know, like, you don't got to argue. Like, you know, you were in the recording studio and someone messes up and everyone can hear it, and the person who messed up, like, no, I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, go back and listen to the truth. So yeah, so I'm all about the truth here at the Glassman's World, and that's why I've been talking about all this stuff with the Miami Mall Aliens footage, and debunking all the footage. And most of the footage, for some interesting reason, is coming from this guy by the name of King Sosa, who goes, he's on TikTok at Lil Too Much 704, Lil, Lil Too Much, with the number 2, 704. So I want to make sure that he gets credit where credit's due, you know, whatever that may be, you know, if he's falsifying information and he's trying to mislead the entire masses and general public, well, let's make sure that he gets credit where credit's due. You know, if he wants to be known as the guy who's got the cleanest, clearest shadow, 8 to 10 foot tall shadow figure being over at Miami Mall, and he wants to try to claim that he's the only one with footage, even though there's a couple other people that just recently came out. There's that other dude, I don't know his name yet, but we got to find his interview. I gotta cover that one. But he was crying talking about it. Like, he looks legit scared, or dang, he's a good actor. You know? Can you cry on cue? On cue? I don't know if I can. That's hard, man. You know, if you're in the acting world, the acting community, you know, you see some amazing performances by people that are unknown. You're like, whoa, dude, why don't they got you up there doing the lines? It's like, because I'm just an extra. I'm just a background extra. Right? So, let's get into this. I'm now claiming that the Miami Mall situation is basically, it's a cover-up. It's a staged event. And why do I say it's a staged event? It's because the last interview that I just put up on my last live stream, I believe it was yesterday morning, was showing this old dude named Steve. And I don't mean no disrespect calling him old dude, but, you know, he's an old guy. And his name is Steve. And he seems like, you know, what his son-in-law said. He's pretty much a straight shooter, you know, like he ain't got no reason to make up stories and things like that. But apparently, him and his wife, or sorry, not wife, him and his sister were there at the Bayside Mall when it all occurred. So he said that they went to some casino early in the morning, right? Or, well, they were there like the night before, whatever. They finally came out early in the morning, right? Like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever. And they realized the sun is up, and they decided they were going to go get some breakfast and then to go shopping. His sister, who was in town visiting in Miami or in that region in Florida, just so happened to be traveling from out of state and wanted to get some souvenirs so she can take back on her way back to wherever she's from, right? Go take some things back to the grandkids or her kids or whoever, right? And so then, as soon as they arrive at the Bayside Marketplace, what it sounds like what happens is they just get there. Steve says they like come around the corner and he feels like he walked into a movie set. That's what he first said, straight up right away. He said that they walked into a movie set. Now, being a background actor, I've been on movie sets ever since 2004, I believe, was the first year that I was on a major film set. And, you know, for the last like 20 years or so, I guess, dang, 20 years now, right? If I started in 2004, it's 2024. That's 20 years I've been a background actor. So for the last 20 years, I've been working on sets, guys. That's a little bit of experience to see all the different types of special effects that they're capable of. You know, the little pop, pop, pops that Steve was talking about, the squibs. You know, the fake little pops. You know, like when they're creating the gunfire and things like that in the movie. Like, you know, we all know that some things can go wrong on set with Alec Baldwin, right? Things can go wrong on set, but majority of the time they're using squibs and blanks, and those things pop, 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 pop. Not like a real one, not like real gunfire. Like it's a little softer, like it's more dampened, just a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. And so, you know, with what Steve said, as soon as they got there, he felt like he walked onto a set. He thought some people were going to come around and be like, "Oh, excuse me, sir. Like, how'd you get onto set here? We're filming." But then that didn't happen, and then he realized people were actually running and people were actually panicking. And then there's the whole description that both of them, both him and his sister, say that they smell smoke. They smell burning, like burning wires. They see smoke. She's describing it like smoke billowing at her, like the way it looked coming towards everyone during 9/11. Big old huge thick clouds, but with shadow beams. 10-foot tall beams in here, right? You're like, wait a minute. How is that even possible? Well, there's a thing called fog projection, guys. And if you don't know about fog projection, I would highly recommend checking it out, looking into it, and understanding that there are some individuals in this world that are paid to be amazing special effects directors, producers, and these individuals that work the stage, the prop masters, everyone that's all involved. You know, they do so much. And hey, what's going on? I see Jojo Perea is here. Welcome. So we're just talking about the what I'm now calling the Miami Mall distraction event, mass distraction event. So we're going over Steve's his interview and just discussing what that older gentleman Steve was saying, and how when he walked right in around the corner, it felt like he walked onto a movie set. So we're talking about the special effects that are involved in movie sets. I've been working on movie sets and film since for 20 years now. I just figured that out live right here. It's like, wait, 2004, it's 2024. Like, wow, I've been doing this for 20 years. So that's a little bit of experience within seeing like what they can do, like what they're actually capable of live right there in front of you. Like, it's amazing the things that they can do with the squibs. You know, they got the blood packs and stuff, and they have them like carrying them in their pockets or on them in some way, and then, you know, all of a sudden pop, 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 and then, or they'll have them where they actually will like have a little mini explosion, like a pop. So like, you know, it'll look like someone got actually hit in a way from a bullet, and, you know, live right there, boom, like, wow, that looks so real. And you know, it's just acting. It's just movies, movie effects, special effects. So what they said is, as soon as they ran in, right, or as soon as they walked in, he thought that he walked onto a movie set. He felt like what it was a movie set. That's the first thing that Steve said. And then him and his sister, they smelt burning wires, and they saw smoke, and they heard popping, pop, 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 which I would assume would be the squibs and the blanks and the things like that you would normally use on set. And then his sister said that the smoke was coming at them like it was billowing, the way it looked like during 9/11, which, you know, that's pretty thick and pretty heavy. right, coming at you. And then she also said the smoke, the burning wires smelled like that, and that she saw figures. They both said that they saw the figures, the 10-foot tall figures in there. Now, I know what fog screen projection is. Not many people do or have looked into it. Halloween special effects, you can do this at your own home this year for Halloween. It's really cool and easy to do. All you need is a little dry ice or a smoke machine. You can even use water bottles and make a mist, or get a mister set up to a water hose and set it up outside, and have a mist, like a spray. Disney does it all the time, every day, every night during their fountain show, their display, where they show their cartoons on the water, on the mist of the fountains, and have a beautiful light show. It's called fog screen projection, or water mist projection. And so that's what I feel happened. If there were some boys or some individuals that were young and setting up some sort of a device, it could have just been a smoke machine. Turned on, had some extra little pops and little special effects on it, some extra lighting and this and that. And then boom, they turn it on, you make the mist, they make the smoke, and then you can project anything there, including a portal, a ring. There's a video that says like a DIY how to make your very own simple fog screen projector. And in the beginning of his video, right there, it shows like a little ring, like the Lord of the Rings kind of fire right there. And he's doing it in his garage. So this is a technology that's easy to make and do and everything. So I don't really understand why individuals are having an issue with just knowing that, yeah, people saw something, right? The eyewitness accounts, they're real. People saw something. We got to remember, too, when Steve said that they ran, and his sister said that she turned around and couldn't find him. He was already, like, gone in the smoke, gone in the crowd. He ran without her. He turned to look, and he said in his testimony, he turned to look to grab her because he was worried about finding her and getting her out of there, thinking that there might have been some shots. I think he might be an old military vet, because he said that, he was concerned about him. I wasn't too concerned about myself. Like, that seems like a man who's been in the line of fire, right? And so, yeah, with that being said, they ran separately. They found each other eventually right after that. But as he's running out, so this happened. They walk in. He thinks he walks into a movie set. They see the smoke. They smell it. They turn around out of there to book it like they just got there, right? Within seconds or within a minute or two. And then this starts happening, and they're running, And at that point, he says that he sees SWAT. 3 or 4, I don't remember how many. I think he said like 3 or 4 SWAT guys come in. And he says that they had a look of concern on their face, right? With their guns fully drawn, everything fully drawn. Why was the SWAT already there? If this is just happening, people would just barely, they're trying to run for their lives. They ain't even got time to pull phones out for footage. They're not trying to call the cops at that point. They're trying to run out. Then you call 911. Then dispatch says, hello, this is 911. How may I help you? How may I direct your call? Yeah, I just saw 8 to 10 foot tall creatures in the Bayside marketplace, and I don't know what's going on. And all these pops and all this commotion, and it could be fireworks and kids, and I don't know what's going on. And guys with sticks. Got to remember the sticks, guys. Was someone just walking through the smoke and holding up some cloaks on a stick? Because Steve did say that those figures looked like they were solid, and you couldn't see through them. But also I do know that projection screen, like when you're at Disney and you're watching their beautiful fountain show, their light show there, and they're projecting the image on the water, on the mist there, you can't see what's going on behind. You're looking at the screen. It's like a plasma screen. It's what they're going to do with all of the trails that they're putting. Like here in Albuquerque today, we got a lot of trails up in the sky today. And they're going to create a plasma screen so they can project any sort of image up in the sky. They're going to show you that Christ is coming back. Oh, yeah. They're going to show you that this alien invasion is coming, right? The last card of the Illuminati deck was supposedly, or one of the last was supposedly the alien invasion, right? But I still remember that we haven't seen Uncle Ben topple and burn. That could happen soon. There's a lot of stuff going on. We haven't seen the politicians thrown in the volcano yet, but with everything going on in Lahaina, that could happen soon. The Illuminati deck, it's like the Magic the Gathering, the game card, the card game. I don't know if you guys know about that or pay attention to any of that. But one of the last cards from the deck is the alien invasion. And Project Bluebeam is all a part of that, and everything that's going on with these mass distraction events. We can call them psyops. We can call them mind F's, mind fucks. We can call them whatever. Because it's really messing with people's minds. It truly is. And people, because everyone has been so ready, you know, they've been telling us for years that this is going to happen, right? Everyone's just so ready, like, come on already, like, just get it over with, you know? It's like you're, it's like they're about to jab you, right? And they're just holding that needle to you, and you're just like, all right, just, come on, man, just prick me already, just get it over with, right? And they just hold it there forever. They just keep on holding it there. So that's what it's like with this whole UFO, alien phenomenon, and the invasion. And I'm going to admit, I do believe that aliens are real. I'm going to be the first to admit that I've seen an alien eye to eye, looked them directly in the eye, and I don't know what happened at that point because time stood still, and I don't remember if I had anything downloaded to me at that time or not. I was only 5 years old. And then I've seen some other visions that recently, in the last like couple years of my life, you know, after 40 some years, then I find that there's other individuals who saw the same exact thing that I was just thinking, it's just my own imagination, being a little 5-year-old. It's just my imagination. That wasn't real. That didn't really happen. And then I just got confirmation like a year or two ago. Like, wait, what? So, I believe in aliens, right? But I also know that movie Hollywood magic is real and amazing. I love working on set. I love working in film. I love seeing what they can do in special effects. I actually wanted to get into special effects, working with latex mask and doing all the makeup and all that stuff. And then all the special effects. You know, there's times when we've done like cool, it looks like, you know, just using a fan and a white sheet, and you have it angled just properly to where the fan blows up on the sheet and it billows, you know, just billowing like that. And you put the perfect lighting right in there, and it makes it look like there's a fire, just a spotlight with like, I think like red and orange or something like that. And then it looks like there's a spotlight going directly center, but when the sheet is billowing, it looks like your house is on fire. People have actually called cops on individuals for that special effect. And all it is just a sheet and lighting, guys. Smoke and mirrors, guys. Remember, smoke and mirrors. Remember, all the mass distraction events that are going on right now, keep your mind off of what's going on with the incoming doom of Civil War, World War III, the water crisis that we're going into. I don't know if y'all know that they put the water as a tradable commodity now on the New York Stock Exchange, and people now are trading water. And Nestle's been stealing water forever and all this stuff. Keeping your mind off of what's going on with all the trails up in the sky, keeping you distracted on this so they can prepare the next mass distraction event, guys. So always remember that. Do your research. The research I did was very simple to debunk all the footage, all of it. If anyone wants to try to debunk me, I'd take you up on that challenge. And I'm even calling out King Sosa, who apparently is the only dude who's really posting up any footage claiming that it's real and legit. And yesterday, I saw a comment on one of the footage on one of the videos. This guy saying that he saw the elongated footage of what it is, and it's basically just some. He says some black dude driving by slowly in a car as they're trying to film all the cops over there. That's all it is. It's not, oh, hey, like, you can even hear in that video, like, you don't hear anyone saying, like, oh, dude, look, there it is, there it is, there it is. Did you get it? Did you get it on film? Did you get it? There ain't anything like that. It's just, maybe it's his footage, and now I'm wondering, did he find someone else's footage, and he just took it and claiming it to be his own, or is that just his footage of them driving by to capture the cops, and all the cops being there? Like, why were all the cops there before anyone had an opportunity to pull their phones out and film or call 911? Why were that many cops already there? Why was SWAT running in when Steve was running out? Those are my biggest questions, you guys. Who cares about what people saw? Why were SWAT there? Why were the cops already there? And if it's true, we haven't got this confirmed yet or not, but did people actually have their phones taken from them? Did they have cops actually telling them to delete files? Because for one thing, you're detaining individuals illegally, unlawfully, right? That's a lawsuit. Another thing, if you're having people delete evidence, you're tampering with evidence and destroying evidence and falsifying evidence. That's like 4 or 5 charges right there alone. So what's going on? How come there's no CCTV footage? Why is there no body cam footage on the cops? Why were they there? Why were they there already so soon? And why were they so quick to do their debunk video and then say something about how there are no aliens in Miami at this time? Why did they say that? Why did they do that? But yet they ain't releasing any footage? How come no one's allowed to release any of the mall footage? How come we haven't seen that yet? What are they covering up? This is the cover-up, guys. For real. This is a true, legit, mass distraction event created to keep you guys' eyes on this, to keep you guys fooled thinking that there really is some aliens right there. And like I said, I believe in aliens, but not these special effects ones, not these Hollywood aliens, not the Project Bluebeam aliens. What do you guys think about all that? Have you seen my footage yet? Have you seen the last live streams that I put out there debunking all of King Sosa's footage? Have you? Because I have. I've done that. I claim that. I'm the only one right now on YouTube claiming to have debunked all the footage. I am the only YouTuber right now claiming to have debunked all the footage. But I only got like 800 subscribers, and I'm not monetized, and I don't really care about how many viewers I get and this and that. I'm just trying to get the truth out. So if y'all want to help and share the truth out, go on ahead and do so. Don't even hit that like button. Don't even subscribe. I don't care. Just share this out so we get the truth out at least, and we can actually start having real discussions on why were the police there? Why was SWAT there when Steve was running out already? Right? Like, we got to start asking some real questions, guys. But whatever. I'm going to just sit here and blow glass and make some jellyfish, because jellyfish are some crazy, creepy aliens too, right? Some crazy underwater creatures. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I know that there's Jojo Perea was here and commented, but I don't know if there's anyone else here able, ready to comment. I know that you guys might be working and lurking and not able to be commenting and typing because you're probably supposed to be doing your job and stuff, but it's all good. I won't tell on you. Don't let your boss see, though. Don't let anyone know what you're doing, like watching glass blowing while you're working. So I'm making a little jellyfish pendant right here. For those of you who are just here for the glass, we're making a really cool jellyfish pendant. I just sent out all 10 of the ones, wait, not all 10, all 5 I only had 5. So all 5 of those ones are out the door. They're gone. They're out of shop, ready to be sold this Friday, Saturday. So that's cool. I might go down there and actually set up. That'd be funny, right? Selling my glass right next to the glass that I sent down there. But no, we just sell them all at the same price, and they can. If I'll just be like, look, they got some over there too. You might want theirs. Theirs are a little bit nicer, and then they can make money too, because I fronted it to them, so whatever they sell, we just split. If anyone wants to ever do that with me, you guys want to make some money when I'm making money, I can. I can't front strangers. This is a really good friend of mine, and a friend of his. So I can't front strangers, but I can definitely get you wholesale price. You just pay shipping and pay for the wholesale. Like $100, and we'll get started, and then you can make $100 real quick within a day. Even you can easily sell like 10 or 20 of these in a day, especially if you got your own followers, you got your own Etsy, your own eBay, your own Amazon accounts, all that. Man, we can all make good money. But I can't outfit everyone, and so that offer is only open to like a handful of people, like 3. Because then they'll get too much. But it'd be nice to find the right person who's got the right community, who's into like jellyfish. Like, who doesn't want a jellyfish pendant for $20? Well, I sell them online for 30. In person, straight up $20, a $20 bill. We don't have to worry about change. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't think I have a 10 on me. Also, like, no, just straight up $20. That's cool. They're $30 online though, so I'll get them to you at wholesale. You sell them for 30. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. You're happy. Everyone makes money, and we making cool little aliens out there. Look at that. I don't know if it's focusing or not. I can't see through the camera. I'm looking at everything on a delay, like a 5-second delay on the screen in front of me. Let's see, how did I do? Oh, that's pretty good, center. Can't really see it though. It just looks all bright. That's the cool thing about the jellies. They just look like mushrooms, but really the stem's got tentacles and everything. So, for real, what do you guys think about all that, what I just said, The Miami Mall incident, to me, it's just another staged event. Another staged event. Something to distract the masses, to keep as many people looking over there. It's a sleight of hand trick. These individuals are magicians. The you know the illuminated ones, the ones who keep all the knowledge, the ones who hold all the knowledge, and then they like store it under the Vatican and they keep it from everyone else. Those guys, right? The light bulbs, the ones that are all lit up. They're all illuminated, right? Yeah, well, yep, I agree. Well, thank you for agreeing. Thank you for listening to my little spiel here, my 2 cents in it. I'm throwing more like 50 cents in it here. Well, I ain't throwing 50 cents, like, I shouldn't use that term. Get me in trouble some other way. But yeah, so King Sosa, maybe I'll play that here in a second. It's one of the best sound clips of 2024. When he reads my comment live on his live stream, and he says, "I debunked your footage on my last live stream on my channel, The Glassman's World." Well, let me tell you something, Glassman World. I'm gonna remove you. We're gonna go ahead and block you right here. It's like, wow, dude. You didn't even like get into discussion. You didn't want to debate me. You're the one over here putting out all this footage, all this stuff, right? Saying, like, okay, he's saying that he's got the best footage out there, right? The cleanest, clearest footage, and it's a statue. You know, go to my last live streams. I debunked King Sosa's footage, and you will see it is a statue. Like straight up, there's no. It's undeniable. It's a statue. Check out that jellyfish, though. So I'm one of the few who makes small little jellyfish like this in the pendants as well. A lot of glass blowers, they make the offhand glass with the really large, you know, like you got paperweights like that, and then big old, like, you know, big old things that are in the galleries that I don't even know who affords a $5,000 jellyfish to take home with them. Like, you better not have any kids or dogs. Oh well, there's a lot of things going on right now, and I thought that I just mentioned all of those. So okay, number one, people were talking about the list, right? The Epstein list, but what they were releasing was pretty much everything that we already heard about and know about anyway. They weren't releasing anything new. They weren't telling us anything new. That was a distraction in its own. But the list is a distraction from the list, which is a distraction, right? And then what we got going on, you know, with across the country and all, like, I don't even want to like name names or anything, because if you start saying one side or another side, people start getting pissed off, right? So, you know, World War III is impending, right? And we're like right there on it, like pretty much something happened where 3 U.S. soldiers yesterday were taken out, and we're about to strike back. We are about to get into it, guys. So that's another thing. Also, there was Davos happening with the World Economic Forum, right? And them talking about how I mean, I don't even know how they became the world's leaders. You know, like, see, I don't know if y'all are paying attention, but I've been talking, if you go all the way back to like some of my old footage, and maybe even like from my first channel, the Glassman TV, you know, from like 2012 or whatever that was. If you go way back to all my stuff when I was talking a long time ago about we're moving towards a new world order, you know, George Bush, a new world order, a new world order, a new world order, a new world order, right? A brave new world, right? Even Obama, he was pushing it. He's still pushing it. He's got Biden in there helping to push it. He's still working. Obama's the puppet master over here. Got his puppets working and stuff. That's why he came out with that movie recently, Leave the Earth Behind. Or Leave the World. Was it Leave the World? Leave the Earth. Either way. Why would the Obamas be executive producers, pay for a crazy movie that has some two hidden tracks that are probably a low frequency, that are not audible to the human ear? If it's under like what, a 19 or 20 megahertz frequency, then it's not audible to the human ear, but it can be harmful and can also be fatal. If you know about things like what is it called, LRAD, NRAD, their little laser technology and things like that. If you know about those kind of things, and you know that they have a lot of technology and stuff. And I live here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where, you know, right down the street is Kirtland Air Force Base. You know, we got stuff going on all the time here. There's no cover up here. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. White Sands Missile Range, ain't that where the A-bomb was first tested, right? We got White Sands right here. We got Roswell with the crash site. We got Hangar 18 where they stored the bodies. We got Dulce, New Mexico, bigger than Area 51. You know, I don't know how many levels down below the ground, right? With, what's his name? Bob or Rob Lazar? You know, they took him out. He's no longer speaking. So yeah, all this stuff, it's a distraction from so many things that are going on in this world. You know, like what's happening in Lahaina, Maui right now. And how come no one's talking about that? you know, with the directed energy experiments. I'm not going to call them with the W word. I'm not going to say that's what they are because they're just experiments. And White Sands Missile Range has a channel on YouTube. You can go and verify this for yourself right now. White Sands Missile Range has a channel on YouTube with a video called Directed Energy Experiments. And they're talking about selling it to, like, I don't know who it was, Boeing, Halliburton, and how the this was the what was it, the Air Force? They were basically promoting it to the Army and the Navy to sell it to them. Like, hey guys, you also should get this technology. That was 8 to 10 years ago, guys, when they put that video up. 8 to 10 years ago, they're talking about selling it to other military branches. And people want to say that directed energy devices aren't real. They manufacture them right here down the street in Albuquerque. Try to tell me that they're not real, and I'll go and show you the address. You know, like, come on, man. Do some research. Do some real investigation. You know? Come with some substantial evidence and information. Don't just be talking out your butt. You know? Right, Sosa? Showing footage that ain't even real. And then you're asking $3,000 for an interview. See, that's the thing why I can't get, like, that. People who are scamming individuals, like right now, everyone is hurting for money and stuff right now. And I don't know about you, but we live here in the war zone in Albuquerque, New Mexico, right? Where our rent is like less than $1,000 because we live in the war zone in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They ain't gonna kick us out because they like that we're good renters and we pay our rent on time all the way through since 2019. Never behind. You know, they ain't gonna lose us anytime soon. So, yeah, these individuals, they start asking for $3,000 an interview when what they're given is straight up lies. And how are they going to do that when their footage has already been debunked? And then on one of his last streams, he was talking about how there was a female who was saying she would be willing to get him set up to do a lie detector test. Well, if you're telling the truth, wouldn't that be easy? Like, well, if you pay for it, I'm down. I will prove what I saw was real. You know? Because how you going to try to falsify that, right? But he's like, nah, I ain't going to do that. Shut her down. Probably blocked her too, right? Like he blocked me. Real quick too. We should watch that video here in a sec. You want to watch that? Because it's funny. It's the best sound clip. Like, we should just watch the whole video of him and just watch it live so you can just see how it played out. Because I started watching it when it was like he had just started streaming. I started following him because I wanted to know his story of what was going on. But then after I had subscribed to his channel and I started doing my own research, I've got playlists called Miami Mall Personal Investigation. I've got Miami Mall Aliens with the question mark. And then I also have debunked videos in Miami Mall, or Miami Mall Aliens debunked videos, something like that. So I got 3 different playlists here, and they all contain different videos. Some of them aren't in all of them, and some of them are in I think they're all in the Miami Mall Aliens in the question mark playlist. So in that footage, you know, it's just funny to be watching him live, and then, you know, I'm just listening to him, right? Listening to him. We should just put it on. We should just replay it. So, but what are they distracting us from? They're getting us also prepared for more of this. They want us to believe that their aliens are real, that their projections and their special effects and all this, that all of it's real, you know. Now, I don't know what happened in Las Vegas. Like I said, I do believe in these creatures. I've seen a gray. Eye to eye. I know it exists. I know, well, it. I know they exist. I only saw one, so I guess I should be saying I know it exists. That one exists. That one I saw. Other than that, I can't verify anyone else's testimony. But if you show me some bunk footage and I can debunk it just as anyone else can, if anyone just took the time and did the little bit of research and evidence that I did, you know, simply just doing a walkabout on Google Maps, right? But here, while I'm making this, I just got this jellyfish pull. So basically what I have to do is I got to draw the little tiny tentacles. So I had a bunch of those little skinny ones. It's all the same thing. So this is a twisted cane, right? It's a ribbon cane where the colors were put inside of two pieces of glass smashed together so that color gets smashed in there. Then I twist it up and it creates a ribbon cane. I put a little of that, I call it moonstone in the center there. It's like an opalescent kind of white. And then I've got the red, which is a dark garnet on the outside. And then I spin it up, right? And then I pull it, and you pull a small little twist like that. So it's like, you know, 3 or 4 millimeter. But then I pull even tinier ones off of that. So that's what that little tiny tip is. And I pull that off really small. And I drew a whole bunch of those all the way around, at least 5 of them, going around this whole entire ribbon, the small one. So now there's a whole bunch of little ribbon canes on top of the center one. That's how I make the jellyfish. So now this is built up. It's ready to be pushed into a clear glass. But let's, yeah, actually, I don't know if I can do that here. I might have to set it up over here on this other computer. It's 11:37. Alright, I got me a new computer here, so it takes me a little bit of time to get into it and figure out what's going on with this machine. But, yeah, so my past live stream was Miami Alien Survivor interview. Oh no, that's not it. That's the original one by Scream Scene. Miami Alien Survivor interview. It was terrifying. So this video right here. Here, I'm gonna twist y'all around here. Hopefully I can. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting now. We're gonna move the whole footage and everything here, just so you guys can see this. All right, there we go. I don't know how good that is. I don't know if that made it any better, any worse, or what. I don't know if I even cleaned my camera today. My wife always reminds me, hey, make sure you clean your camera. Gotta use the Norwex OptiCloth. Always making sure, keeping my glass clean, camera clean, all that. All right. So this is the last footage that I was kind of going into, and it has it's by, sorry, not has, but it's by this individual right here, the Scream Scene, and you can see what it's called, Miami Alien Survivor interview. It was terrifying. And it's got this guy Steve here, so that's the guy I was talking about earlier, and how he saw the SWAT come in as he was leaving. But this isn't what I wanted to show you. I'm going to go to my channel here again, The Glassman's World. Thank you for subscribing, 868 subscribers. I think I just got one more subscriber. All right, so we're going, we're going to my playlist here. Also, I post a lot on the community. I post a lot, and I have tons of playlists, and I'm always live. I hardly ever post videos, guys. So when you check me out, go to my live streams. That's where you'll find all of my stuff. All right, so we're going to go to the Miami Mall debunked videos. So this is my debunked Miami Mall alien footage, and there's 11 videos in here, right? So you got debunked. Let me make sure you can see this. So you got the debunked Miami Mall alien. The Miami aliens aren't real. I debunked the Miami Mall alien footage by King Sosa, and King Sosa just removed me from his live stream, right? And so on here, let's go here. He just debunked me, and we're gonna watch the actual live stream. So he's been complaining how people are using his footage and this and that and not giving him any credit or whatever. Well, I want to make sure that you all know that you can find King Sosa. You know, I want to make sure you know where to find him, right? At King Sosa TikTok, little too much 704, right? I don't do TikTok, so I don't have his thing, but here is his live stream. So we're just going to bring up his actual live stream here. And I'll bring this back some. Oh, no. No, he didn't. This video has been removed by the uploader. He removed it. He removed it. Dang. All right. All right. And that's why I did this. That's why I just captured it and made sure that you all can see it right here for yourselves. All right, let me make sure.
All right. What's going on, everyone? Dan the Glass Man here. You're watching the Glass Man's World. So I was just on Keith Sosa's live stream. He's probably still on right now. He's probably still streaming. Probably going to be on for a little while. So you could probably check him out. You know, I'm not trying to do anything except let him know that I
crazy
reflection last night. And while we were live, I commented on the live chat, and he got hurt. So I'm just going to post this right here for y'all to see. All right? So check this out.
That's for one. Sorry, but I debunked your footage last night on a live stream. My channel is Glassman World. Well, let me tell you something, Glassman World. Don't come over here trying to promote your fucking channel for one. We're going to remove you. We're going to remove you and...
He didn't even ask me anything.
Hold up, just for 1 second, dude. High user on this channel.
All right, dude.
All right, y'all. Wait,
all right.
Glass man.
People who lie run from the truth.
Isn't that crazy?
People who lie run from the truth.
How did you debunk me? You wasn't there.
Yeah, that's well, go check out the video footage.
I'll be right back. I'll let you listen. I'll be right back.
On a live stream, my channel is Glassman World. Well, let me tell you something, Glassman World. Don't come over here trying to promote your fucking channel for one.
I ain't trying to promote my channel. Just letting you know where to go find it. Everyone can watch it. But thank you for mentioning my channel on your channel. Appreciate that.
Hold up, just for 1
second. Thank you, King Sosa.
High user on this channel.
A little too much.
Right, y'all. Wait, my glass man.
All right, bye.
Get the hell out of here.
Bye.
You ain't debunk me. How could you debunk me?
Right.
You wasn't there.
There you go.
That's one.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Sorry, but
you guys can share this out, do whatever you want.
On a live stream,
well, that's the truth right there. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to even see the video. Watch, she's probably gonna go watch my video now, right? Later.
We're gonna remove you.
That's on the truth.
We're gonna remove you and hold up, just for 1 second, dude.
Yeah.
High user on this channel.
Oh yeah, and so now, look, check it out. I was trying to set up this clip, right? Create a clip.
You ain't debunk me. How could you debunk me? You wasn't there.
Create a clip.
That's for one.
I guess that's the best I can. So yeah, that's the debunked footage right there. Oh. Oh. All right. Well.
I use it on this channel.
So that's
All right,
it right
y'all.
there.
Wait, class.
Bye. I think that's so funny. Dang, that audio is horrible, huh?
Where we at now? There, get out
Yeah.
of here.
So that's the debunk footage right there, guys.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
We're lost.
That was cool.
We're all over the place.
So that's what happened.
That building almost looks like that. No, but still, that's not it.
Yeah, and then I go into, in other videos, I'm going into, like, we actually, like, do a walkabout live, and I'm trying to show you guys, like, hey, look, you can't find this building that he's trying to claim is where the shadow beings took off to and went to these condos or whatever, you know. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Sosa completely running from the truth, blocking me. Apparently he removed his video now. Dang it, man. You know, I was gonna do a skit. No lie. I was actually gonna use his video live, right? And I hope someone else grabbed it. I hope it's in the archive somewhere. You know, I don't know if people know about archive.com, but you can archive a lot of stuff to where even if you try to delete it, it's still saved there. And I don't know if it got archived, but I wanted to use his footage and film myself like a reaction kind of film and be like, wait a minute, what? And have the screen behind me with him on and having my face on the screen showing my reaction footage like I'm watching it, and just, you know, do a live reenactment of it. And then he removed it, so now I can't do that. Hey, I should have done that yesterday. I think he just removed it. I swear, because I think it was either yesterday or the day before he finally commented on my video. So that means he watched my video there, me debunking him, right? Or he watched he watched the video of me capturing him blocking me on his live stream. He watched that and he's like, oh man, I gotta remove that video. This dude. That's good stuff, man. Hold on, I gotta take a 2-footer real quick. One, two. All right, so we're gonna get started here again with some more glass. I just figured I'll just blow glass and we just hang out and talk about this. I was really hoping that I'd have more individuals in here coming in to discuss this with me. So I do appreciate that Jojo Pereira was in here and talking for a little while and keeping the comments and the discussion going. I truly appreciate you. And yeah, apparently Jojo agrees, but wondering what are all these distractions about? Why are we being distracted? And that's a perfectly rational question, you know. And you know, now that I've debunked this footage, you know, and until it gets shared out and everyone finally sees this, like, no one's gonna know, right? You got one person talking, a few people watching, not everyone commenting, not everyone interacting, not everyone hitting the like button or sharing. You know, there's no likes on the video. So without helping the algorithm, you know, without helping get this truth out, it's going to just sit here in this stagnant pond and just it's just going to chill right here on my channel. My channel's a stagnant pond. It's full of all kinds of crap. But there's life in there. Always life. You think there's no life with all them bioorganisms and everything? The microorganisms. Okay. Back to work later, sir. Smoke break is over. There's a 5-minute smoke break. That was way too long. You ain't paying me for that. Get out of here. Just kidding. Alright, so we're going to push this other jelly. So as you can see, it's just been sitting there, just set up, ready to go. So now I just got to come in, heat up this clear rod right here. We make sure it gets nice and molten. So at this point right here, we can pretty much see, okay, we're at 81 minutes in. You can see like what kind of time frame this will take from start to finish with the jelly already being made. So it takes a minute to get this glass hot again. If it's been sitting for a minute, you got to bring it all back up to temperature. But if you're in a flow, usually this tip will stay pretty warm to where, you just put it back in, introduce it to the flame, and it's already molten right away. There's not too much waiting. But I got to keep on spinning this for a minute. We got to get this molten again. Get it all nice and hot. Alright, so basically I'm heating up about a 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more. Probably about 16 millimeters. Same amount of area as how thick the rod is. So we're heating up that much area. Then I'm going to push this rod in here. I used to say the STAB word, but we can't do that no more, or that might hurt my channel. So we have to push it in, and give it a nice quick thrust right in the center of that warm molten glass. And stick it right in that glass right there. I think that's legal to say, right? Talking about glass blowing, guys. Get your minds out of the schmutz. Alright, we make sure we push that in to where all the tentacles that I drew on the outside of that are all nicely are pushed in there, but not pushed in too deep to where they get hidden underneath the bell, or what would be considered the cap of the mushroom. Even though this is a jellyfish with tentacles, it's still the form of a mushroom. It's still the classic shape of a mushroom, where you push in a stem into molten glass and it forms that like a mushroom cloud on top, where it just poofs out in that way, but stands tall in the center. So now I have to get all that air bubble out of there. So I just pushed all the color in there with all the twisty, the ribbon cane and everything that was built up, and I put that into the molten glass, which also created an air pocket. So now what I'm doing is I'm heating this up precisely above the bell of the jellyfish here, or the cap of the mushroom, and we're allowing the glass to heat up. And as I'm spinning it, as that glass reaches the top apex of the spin, the rotation of the rod there, you know, like minusculely, it's falling onto itself. It's falling down because of gravity. And so it's actually closing in on itself, and it's pushing that air bubble out slowly. So if you can hold the heat precisely into place and not go too close and you know, move to the end too quickly and close up the end before you actually move out the air bubble, you know, you'll trap air if you don't do this correctly. And with this sort of a jellyfish, the way it's made, with the colors that I've used, it goes completely transparent when it heats up, to where I can see that there's not any air bubbles being trapped by me. If there's any air bubbles within there, it's actually from the colored glass. Because, you know, when they're mixing batches of color of glass with all the different elements, the minerals, the different whatever they put in there to make the different hues of glass, all these color sticks that I have here, I don't make all that. That's a glass alchemist that makes those. And they know how to use different scientific elements from the scientific chart, you know, from the periodic tables, and they can use all kinds of different things to mix and match and make different lusters and stuff. Scientifically, it's beautiful. So I don't do any of that. But the color that I'm using, like I was saying, it's got little baby air bubbles, because it's probably what happens when they mix up a batch of glass. And the color that I'm using, it's actually a very, it's a color changing, you know, like it's a reducing color or high oxidizing color. So that means when you heat it up really hot, it looks like it goes away, like it just looks clear. But then it comes back, as you can see. I hope you can see. I'm trying my best to use this new angle here with the camera right above the torch, and I can't see the top of the screen because of the angle that I'm using. So I'm hoping that works out pretty good for you. Yeah, look at that. Almost zoomed in. Almost. All right, but I see there's someone here watching. How you doing today? I'm Dan the Glassman, working out here, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just went over all the different things with the Miami Mall aliens and talking about all of why I feel it's a staged event. You know, and my biggest question now is, why were the cops already there? Why was SWAT already running in when that last interviewee or the interviewee, the person, Steve, why were the SWAT running in already as he was running out? How did they get that call? Like as everything was going down and taking place, how were the cops showing up there as it was occurring and still unfolding? That's the biggest question. I can understand there might be a cop or two on site. There might be some out there in the water. I can understand that. You know, there is the Miami port, and there's a lot of stuff to secure out there. I can understand one or two teams running in, but not 60 different patrol units all coming in at once. That's a little ridiculous and hard to explain, and hard for the police, Miami-Dade police, to explain that. They might be able to say that there are no aliens here at this moment, right? Trying to mess around with the little puppet or whatever they had. You know, trying to turn this all into a little joke, right? To distract you from the questions that should be asked. If they were detaining individuals unlawfully and illegally, why are there no lawsuits happening right now? And how come no one is bringing that up? If they were having people delete footage, videos, photos of potential proof, evidence of what's going on, then that means that the police were actually falsifying, destroying, and damaging evidence and tampering with evidence. So that's also lawsuits right there. So those are my biggest questions. Why were they already there? Why was the SWAT running in and Steve was running out? I already believe that it was a fog screen projector. I already believe that this was Hollywood smoke and mirrors, Hollywood special effects. I've worked on movie sets for the last 20 years. I know what they're capable of. I know what I've seen. I mean, shoot, we even had things pop off at us because of squibs, you know, on the set of oh man, I don't even know if that was the movie that we actually did or not. I think that was called Stand, and that one never got picked up. But there was a scene where an individual was holding up a TV, and he's talking about how TV is bad and they got to censor it and this and that. You know, I think they were Afghanis, and you know, in the movie, that's who they portrayed. Not we weren't like, you know, I portrayed an Afghani in this movie, and he's holding up a old school black and white tube TV over his head, like a little tiny 12 inch, 19 inch, or something like that. And gosh, all this is in the way here. And they had a squib that was supposed to make the screen, which is, you know, just plexiglass. It's not real glass. They outfitted the TV with plexiglass. And it was supposed to pop. The squib was supposed to pop the TV to make it look like someone used a gun to make a hole in the screen as he's holding it above his head. And that piece of plastic actually shot back at us like 20 feet away. We were way in the far back of the crowd of that movie scene, and that thing flew over everyone's heads in front of us, and it hit me in the shoulder and my friend who was standing there as well. It hit me, and then it bounced off, and I think it hit him. And I think there were like three of us there, because I think there was also a female there too that I don't know if she got hit, but she saw it happen as well. So, you know, even in special effects and things like that, some things can actually pop and pop off, and it could be real. You know, we saw what happened with Alec Baldwin, right? That happened here in New Mexico. So yeah, there's a cover-up. There's a reason why we haven't seen CCTV footage. There's a reason why we haven't seen the body cam footage either. Hi, Rosie. Good morning. I'm making a jellyfish. Rainbow one? No, not a rainbow one. Just a red and white one. All right. Well, my son is up, guys, so I'm probably going to let y'all go. It's probably time to get up, get them breakfast and things. So I'm just going to finish making this jellyfish here, and we're going to just finish up. But yeah, please go back through the live stream here. I highly just recommend you check out the last couple of live streams that I put out, where we go over all of the debunking the footage yesterday on the Glass Cast, episode 14, and then other videos before that. And check out Steve's the eyewitness footage there of the last I think it's like, I don't know what it is, all new, I forget what I called it, but it's basically the new footage of him, and I believe it's kind of like a greenish screen, and it's him and two siblings. You can also just go directly to the Scream scene and get it directly from there. Alright, well, we're going to finish this up, and then I'm going to call it a day. It's been long enough. We're already at an hour and a half here, and that's a long enough live stream here to just go over the same information once again. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to reiterate the same information that I've been saying for the last couple weeks now. If you go back, you'll see the time frame. You can see the date that these videos are posted, and you got to remember, I post them live. I simply live stream. So the day that it's posted is the day that it happened, right here live. And a lot of that stuff, you know, I might have just done live on air in front of everyone. So that way, if you want to also follow along too, like do the walkabout, and go on Google Earth, you can do that, you know, with me. Or if you wanted to do follow any other live footage, you can do that too. I made sure that I put all of the different clips, links, and everything. I even tagged all these YouTubers who are promoting that there's something there, and there's more videos to watch of theirs, you know. And hurry and watch more and like and subscribe, because they're all monetized, right? And they're making money off of it. So of course, everyone is going to keep this story going, because the longer that they can keep it going, the more they can milk it for the YouTube paychecks, right? So you got to remember who's bringing you what information and how, and are they continuously bringing things of the same nature over and over again with not anything substantial to share, only so they can get traction and footage and get paid? Or are you watching individuals like myself who barely have any subscribers, who aren't monetized at all? Not a single video has ever been monetized on my channel to this day. Doesn't mean it's not ever going to happen. But to this day, at this moment in time, none of my videos are monetized. And I'm not looking for 20K subscribers before I release more debunked footage or anything like that, you know? But yeah. That's what I got for you. This is what I got for you today. We got a beautiful glowing jellyfish right there. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I love to hit the bottom right here, like when I'm cleaning up the punching marks, and I hit just the bottom, just like this. And then you come back in like this, and it looks like there's a sunset in the pendant, in the glass. The way that the heat, it starts to slowly diminish as it cools. It's like the sun is setting, and then finally it goes to nighttime. Isn't that cool? Alright, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to put this in the kiln. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching and listening to my 2 cents right here and all the stuff that I got to say about what's going on. Like I said, I guess Sosa removed the video, the live stream of him mentioning me, but good thing I got that clip. Good thing I got that clip. I knew he was going to remove it. But other than that, that's it. Like, share, subscribe if you want. If not, have a good day. Love and blessings. Come back soon.